Hurricane Ida has officially left its mark. The Cat 4 storm with sustained winds of 150 miles per hour first hit Port Fourchon, Louisiana, Sunday morning. It was later downgraded to a Cat 2 with sustained winds of 105 to 125 miles per hour. On its current track, it is 65 miles southwest of Jackson, Mississippi, with sustained winds of 45 miles per hour, so it is currently a tropical storm or has tropical storm force winds. The Tennessee Valley could also be affected. As of this morning, Monday morning, 1 million people without power in the city of New Orleans, surrounding area. According to FoxNews.com, last night the barges broke, so you have storm surge, some flooding. Our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to those who have been affected by this storm or in the path of the storm. Now, Hurricane Ida made landfall 16 years to the date that Hurricane Katrina pummeled New Orleans back in 2005, and that was a Cat 5 storm. Ida grew from a Cat 2 to a Cat 4 within hours, thanks to extremely warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico. As of Sunday morning, coastal highways were jammed, especially on Interstate 65 in South Alabama and Interstate 10 out of New Orleans. And as of 10 p.m. Central Time last night, Hurricane Ida was about 30 miles southeast of Baton Rouge. Now, the reason I'm talking about Hurricane Ida, by the way, this is the Culture Confederacy. Welcome back to the channel. The reason I'm talking about this is because thunderstorms, hurricanes, these freaks of nature have always been inspiration for artists. And if you're new to the channel, this is where we talk about preserving our history and culture as Americans, bringing to light music by lesser-known composers, celebrating great art, great music. And hurricanes and thunderstorms are definitely a part of American culture. It's something unique. The type of storms that we have here, the type of natural events that take place in the United States are unique to the United States. So if you enjoyed the video, please click that like button, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram at #JasonComposes, leave comments below, and now you can reach me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy at Twitter. So what I want to know from you is, what pieces of music are your favorite pieces of music inspired by hurricanes or thunderstorms, these different events in nature? I'll give you a couple examples here. Tchaikovsky wrote 3 pieces that I'm aware of regarding the storm or surrounding the storm. You have Francesca da Rimini, where you have these 2 lovers caught in the storm. He also wrote The Tempest and the Storm, which was an early concert overture. And he took a couple themes from the storm, that early concert overture, and used it in his first symphony, Winter Daydreams. Then you have The Doors with their song Riders on the Storm. Berlioz wrote his piece or concert overture, The Tempest, which was part of Lelio, a larger work for orchestra and chorus. And then you also have Storm at Sunup, this album by Gino Vanelli. So many artists over time have been inspired by thunderstorms, by these different natural events. So please, once again, let me know in the comment section below which ones are your favorites. Now, I got to tell you my personal experience growing up in the Tampa Bay area. I have seen numerous hurricanes, numerous thunderstorms, tropical storms. I remember, of all the memories I have growing up, the most vivid memory that I can recall is the night that Hurricane Andrew hit. Now, being in the Tampa Bay area, this was a rather large storm. We got the outer rim or outer bands of that storm, the squalls. And I can remember the rain pelting my bedroom window. And you're looking at it at night and you can see purple clouds with the lightning and purple clouds at night. And WIOD at the time, which is a station out of Miami, very famous station from Miami, they were doing wall-to-wall coverage of Hurricane Andrew. And they put their microphone up to the window, and I can remember hearing the glass breaking outside, the wind going, debris flying about. Those are things that you don't forget when you experience these storms. So of all the memories I have growing up, that is one of the most vivid, the night that Hurricane Andrew hit. Just something you don't forget. And I remember that we had the storm of the century, I think in the same year. It was just before, so this is 1992, this is just before Hurricane Andrew. And the storm of the century was between a tropical storm and a Category 1 hurricane. And we had a lightning bolt hit the oak tree in our front yard, split it in 2. There was debris everywhere. That just goes to show you the power of nature. Now, a lot of people say, because you have everybody out there who says, oh, well, you know, all these storms are being caused by global warming, this, that, or the other. Well, if you go back in time, you're going to find that in the 1780s, that was one of the worst storm decades or series of storms that you had on record, these hurricanes in the 1780s. I think one was so destructive that it took the bark off of palm trees. Winds roughly about 200 miles per hour, if not more. And in 1703, Great Britain experienced its worst storm on record. I think there's been one storm recently that came close to that, but in 1703, you have what they call the Great Storm. And this storm was so strong, it was a Category 2, if you will. So it had sustained winds of 80 miles per hour, wind gusts of 120 miles per hour. It destroyed 700 ships, caused massive flooding, tore off part of the roof at Westminster Abbey, part of a lead roof, mind you. So it tore off part of the roof at Westminster Abbey. Nearly 8,000 people died, 2,000 chimneys were toppled, and 4,000 oaks in the New Forest were uprooted. That's how strong of a storm that the Great Storm of 1703 was, at a time when you did not have automobiles or airplanes or even the telegraph or telephone or trains. So these storms have been with us since the beginning of time. Thunderstorms, hurricanes, earthquakes, floods. We live on an active planet. That's just the way that it is. It's part of the human condition. So once again, if you enjoyed the video, please click that like button, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram at #JasonComposes. Leave comments below. And now you can reach me at Twitter, Cultural Confederacy at Twitter. Also, the idea of thunderstorms and or storms in general and these freaks of nature in relation to the arts started with this movement known as Sturm und Drang in the 18th century, where they want to tap into the emotions, these more violent emotions, and portray that in music. Well, you can see that paralleled in thunderstorms or in these different events that happen in nature. So you have Sturm und Drang, and then this inspired many artists in the 1800s, 19th century. People were inspired by the works of William Shakespeare, and of course William Shakespeare wrote The Tempest. As I mentioned earlier, Tchaikovsky wrote The Tempest, The Storm. Berlioz wrote The Tempest, his concert overture for orchestra and chorus from his larger piece, Lelio. So as you can see, literary artists have inspired composers, and composers have inspired painters, or painters have inspired artists and composers, all thanks to nature and these storms that happen in nature or these different natural events. So thank you for being with me. This is a Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this great country, and I'll catch you next time. And definitely, once again, our thoughts and prayers are with everybody who is still going through the remnants of Hurricane Ida. And I definitely love bringing these videos, and I thought I'd bring a little inspiration for everybody, a little respite here during this Cat 4 storm, which once again was downgraded to a Cat 2, now a tropical storm with sustained winds of 45 miles per hour. And its track, one last time, 65 miles southwest of Jackson, Mississippi. That's the current track of the storm. I don't claim to be some type of meteorologist or anything like that. I'm just bringing you what's out there. But I thought it'd be interesting to do a video, like I said, kind of a respite here from the storm if you're experiencing the remnants or the effects of Ida, just to give you some inspiration, some hope. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your favorite pieces of music inspired by thunderstorms or different events in nature. So I'll say it one last time. Click that like button, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram at #JasonComposes, leave comments below. And now you can reach me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy, Twitter. And I'll say it one last time. Peace out, everybody. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this great country, and I'll catch you next time.